What is balance sheet? I can put it simply like this. Balance sheet is a financial statement. Balance sheet is a financial statement. It will communicate financial position of a business. Financial position of a business as on a particular date. Simple. So balance sheet is a financial statement. It will communicate financial position as on a particular date. Now, what do I mean by saying financial position? See, we are preparing balance sheet for an entity. Let it be profit making or non-profit making. But this entity will have, or this entity would have raised funds from various sources. So they are supposed to show the sources of funds. This entity would have used the raised funds for various purposes. So they are supposed to show uses of funds. Is it not? So they are supposed to show the sources of funds. They are also supposed to show the uses of funds. Now, it's from here balance sheet takes its form. It's from here balance sheet takes its form. That is, a business entity would have raised funds from various sources. They would have used it for various purposes. So we have to show that from where they are raising money. They can raise money from owners. They can raise money from outsiders. They can raise money from owners. They can raise money from outsiders. The raised money can be used for two purposes. It can be used for creating assets. We call it as assets. It can be used for creating assets. These assets may be short life assets, or we call it as short term assets, or it can also be called as long term assets. Okay, look at here. For business, money can come from sources like owners' money, outsiders' money. That money can be used for creating or acquiring various assets, which can be short term assets and long term assets. And now, if we break this down further, the money contributed by the owners will be called as equity. The money contributed by the owners will be called as equity. And the money contributed by the outsiders will be called as liabilities. It means the total source for the business can come from equity and liabilities. And this money, okay, can be used for investing in short-term asset and long-term asset, right? The investment in short-term asset will be called as current assets. The investment in short-term assets will be called as current assets, and the investment in long-term assets will be called as non-current assets. Will be called as non-current assets. So balance sheet will basically show from where the business has mobilized money, how much has come from owners, how much has come from outsiders, and this mobilized money, where it has been deployed. How much has been deployed for current asset purpose, how much has been deployed for non-current purpose. So this is the funda of balance sheet. So let me try to show you a typical structure of a balance sheet, how a typical balance sheet will look like. There are two structures available. Balance sheets can be presented in two formats. Okay, there are two formats. One we say a vertical format, the other one will say horizontal format. Okay, first I'll show you the horizontal format. The horizontal format is simple because that's what we are used to for very long years. Maybe only a decade back we got into this vertical format. The horizontal format is going to be something like this, where on the left hand side you will show the sources comprising money coming from owners, which we call as equity, money coming from outsiders, which we will call as outside liabilities. Then the money has been used for investing in, already I have mentioned, investing in current assets, investing in non-current assets. So we can put down current assets, we can put down non-current assets. So under all these four categories, we may have several items. We may have several items. Just for a broader understanding, I list down few. Under equity, the capital contributed by the owners will appear. The profits made by the entity and retained within the entity. Technically, we will call it as reserves and surplus. That will also appear. So this sums up equity. Under outside liability, we may have outside liability which are repayable within short-term period. We may have outside liability which are repayable in long-term period also. Okay. So the outside liabilities itself can be now categorized as long-term liability, and we can also have something known as current liability. Current liability. Got it? So under long-term liability, you can have term loans. You can have debentures. You can have bonds. You can have even preference share capital. Okay. So all this can come under long-term liability. Even unsecured loans, provided they are long-term in nature. Unsecured loan from promoters, relatives, family, friends. Okay, look, the money coming from owners is called as equity. They are capital, reserves, and surplus. Money coming from outsiders is now classified as long-term liability and current liability. Long-term liability means they basically take more than 1 year for repayment. Current liability means they got to be repaid within a period of 1 year. So under current liability, you can have items, or you may see items like trade credit, supplier credit. Then you may see items like advance from customers. Then bank finance, bank cash credit, CC, OD. Okay, so these are all the items you will see. So let me draw a line. Let me draw a line segregating. Yes. So this is the left hand side of horizontal format of balance sheet. So here you have the total. It means this is total of all items. So you can have the total of equity separately, total of outside liability separately. And if you total them, you're going to get the total of the left hand side of the balance sheet, right? Then on the right hand side, you are going to have items like current asset, non-current asset. What are current assets? These are all the assets which can be converted into cash within a period of 12 months. Non-current asset means if you try to sell them or convert them into cash, it will take more than 12 months. It means the intention of creating non-current asset is not selling them, it is rather using them in the business for a longer period. So the non-current assets can be in the forms like plant, property, equipment. We call it as PPE, plant, property, equipment. It can be even in the forms like strategic investment in other companies. Okay. Then it can also be in investments in intangible assets. So all this put together will give you total non-current assets. And you can have other items also. Under current assets, you will have items which can be converted into cash within a period of 1 year. So it can be inventory, it can be debtors, it can even be some advances paid to suppliers. And of course, the cash and bank balances. Cash and bank balances. Okay. So if I total this, I will get my total assets. If I total this, I'm going to get my total assets. And if all the accounting principles are followed systematically, then automatically the total of the left hand side will tally with the total of the right hand side. See, it's very simple. Imagine like this. First, the business is raising money from owners. Then it is also raising money from outsiders, long-term liability, short-term liability. So the business is raising money from three pockets, pocket one, pocket two, pocket three. Using this money, the business is creating two different types of asset. One is current asset, the other one is non-current asset. So a balance sheet basically gives you this picture. That's it. From where the money has come and for what purpose that money has been used. It has come from three different groups of people and it has been used for creating two different types of asset. So it is giving you a picture of what happened. But if you want to understand how healthy the business is, merely looking at the numbers will not help. You have to corroborate them. You have to relate them. Only then it will make sense. I'll just show you some indication. You have to relate this with this to understand something very important about the business, right? You have to relate this with the turnover. You have to relate this with the total assets. You have to relate this with the total liabilities. Like this, you have to relate the items within the balance sheet, within the financial statements. That is not just balance sheet, because there is also going to be another statement called profit and loss statement. Only when you relate them, only when you find the interrelationship, you will be able to do effective analysis of balance sheet. Okay. So answering the question, what are the formats? We have two formats. One is horizontal format, the other one is vertical format. So what I have showed you is horizontal format. Then what is going to be vertical format? It's very simple. It's going to be the same. I will put this, okay? So maybe it will be here. And whatever I have here, I'm going to put it in the same sheet. Okay? So if I put everything here, maybe I'll try to show that. Let me see whether I can do that with the support of this technology. Okay. So if I put all this, all the equity and liabilities, okay, in the top part, and if I write down all this next to that, write down all this next to that. Got it? This is what we call as vertical format. This is what we call as vertical format. Simple. So the left side is giving you left side is giving you the sources, right side is giving you the uses, and when the same content is presented in this format, we call this as vertical format of a balance sheet. Okay. So I think we have answered question one. What is balance sheet? Balance sheet is the financial statement that is going to communicate the financial position of a business as on a particular date. It can be prepared and presented in two different formats. One is vertical format, the other one is horizontal format. But what do we mean by understanding the financial position? See, by looking at the statement, you get to know they have so much of assets. Is it not? And by looking at the statement, you get to know how these assets were funded. That's the key here. You get to know how these assets were funded. If an entity is holding so much of assets, who has funded? Look at this company itself. It is partly funded by owners and partly funded or substantially funded by outsiders. Are you getting that picture? This entity is having so much of assets, which is partly funded by owners and substantially funded by outsiders. This is just one of the element of financial position understanding. Okay, this is just one of the element of financial position understanding. By having a look at the balance sheet, you understand the financial position. What are the assets they own? What are the obligations they have? what is the owner's contribution. So through that, you can really work out the net worth of the business. Okay.